Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent, welcoming you to this week's WWE Raw Recap show. The fans at the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon got to see the blow-off match between Cody Rhodes and Shinsuke Nakamura. Also got to see more build-up for the Royal Rumble coming up. Before I get into the show, uh, would you mind just hitting that like button, drop a comment, let me know what you thought about this week's Raw, and be a champ and hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's let it rip. Kicking things off is Drew McIntyre. He comes to the ring, cuts a little promo, says he wasn't happy about Damian Priest screwing him out of the championship. Not only did he, screw Drew McIntyre, Drew says Damian Priest screwed himself out of the championship trying to cash in last week. There are a few more little grievances and talking about people like CM Punk, who gets to leave and come back. Cue the music. Here comes CM Punk. He gets to the ring, said, "Look, you got some grievances. Air it out. I'll lay right here." Drew McIntyre stated that, "Look, I was young in the business, going through some problems, and you were the self-proclaimed leader of the locker room." He said he also had the same conversation with Randy Orton. Kind of gave him a pass since he had his demons, but you're supposed to be straight edge and all that. No drugs, no alcohol, no smoking. Uh, Nothing, no fun. Anyway, straight edge is more than that. They have plenty of fun. Anyway, then CM Punk got the mic, said, "Look, I claim to be plenty of things, and one of the things he's going to do is win the Royal Rumble, and he's going to do Drew McIntyre a favor and eliminate him last." And that's how they left it there. So, like I said, more hype to the Royal Rumble. Who do you think is going to win it? Leave, leave your thoughts in the comments. All right, first match of the night. It is Finn Balor from Judgment Day coming to the ring with his tag team partner Damian Priest, the other half of the undisputed tag team champions of the WWE. Let me spit it out. Damian Priest also is Senior Money in the Bank. He took on one half of DIY, Tommaso Ciampa. Good match here, which is no surprise. Both these guys real fluid, real smooth in the ring. Ciampa got the early advantage, but let himself get distracted by Damian Priest. Ciampa was going for a fairy tale ending, but again, Priest distracted him. I'm sitting there watching, going, "Where the hell is Johnny Gargano?" But he finally appeared, helped his partner out. He would actually, when Finn Balor was going for the suplex, Johnny Gargano did trip him up, and 1, 2, 3, Tommaso Ciampa does win thanks to his partner Johnny Gargano. Next match of the night was Kofi Kingston versus Ludwig Kaiser, and Kaiser, man, he laid it in Johnny Kingston almost as if he hurt his best friend or something like that. Kofi would make a few comebacks. Action would spill out of the ring. Both got counted out. They kept brawling until Kaiser throws one of the commentators' chairs and nails Kofi right in the face. Kaiser seemed to walk away, but he wound up breaking free, drop kicking Kofi's head against the steps. And of course, again, the officials come in and try to escort Kaiser out, which he did. And he said, "Look, you took my partner's head, Giovanni Vinci's head. Now I'm going to take your head." And seemed dude was pretty vicious in this match. It was pretty solid stuff. Next up is promo time again. Nia Jax, time to talk. And oh my gosh, can somebody just get her a manager? Because her talking ability is cringeworthy as well. Just my opinion. She talked about possibly winning the Royal Rumble itself and dropped Rhea Ripley's name in. That's when Rhea Ripley came in, said, "Look, you need to keep your name out your mouth. Rhea reminded Nia that she was the one that got eliminated by Rhea last year's Royal Rumble. Nia states, hey, only reason you never gave him a match 1-on-1 because you're scared. And she stated that when she wins the Royal Rumble this year, that she will pick Rhea to squash at WrestleMania. So again, some more Royal Rumble and possibly Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley. Anybody want to buy that one? Uh, Me personally, I thought they might do Bianca and Rhea this year, but guess they're not. So kind of too early to tell to see what they're going with in the women's division pertaining to, at this point, Rhea Ripley. Next match is for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. The former champions, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, taking on the current champs, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Chance and Carter had the early advantage until uh, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven took over on Katana Chance. Finish came when Carter pulled Chance out of the way, putting Chelsea Green in the drop zone of the Vader Bomb performed by Piper Niven. Then the champs performed their keg stand maneuver on Chelsea Green. 1, 2, 3. Your winners and still WWE Tag Team Champions, Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. Like I said, this match was a lot better, a little more smooth. Uh, Fans seemed a little bit more into it. Probably could have been a little pipe noise. Hey, anything can help. But yeah, this was definitely a better match, and I'm glad they kept the championship. I'm really hoping they get to tie it up with Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. I do think there will be some good women's tag team matches out of those four women, or out of those two teams. All right, next match of the night is The Miz versus JD McDonough. Yes, he got his marching orders from mommy herself saying, hey, you need to take care of The Miz. However, our Truth was down there hanging out with Dominique. Of course, Dominique would interfere a couple of times in this match. And it seemed like, our Truth was sometimes cheering for JD, but JD looked over and noticed that our Truth was cheering for The Miz. This allowed JD McDonough to get distracted for a little bit. Miz took advantage, hits the Skull Crusher finale for the win. All right, now it's time for your World Heavyweight Champion or World Champion. Not sure if they call this heavyweight either. I think that they've actually mentioned this is heavyweight. So I'm going with that. Your WWE World Heavyweight Champion hits the ring. Seth freaking Rollins cuts a promo, building up some hype for the Royal Rumble. Wonder who he may face at this year's WrestleMania. Of course, the crowd wants to chant CM Punk, and Seth Rollins like, oh, he wishes. Out comes Jinder Mahal. He talks about how he feels he's being ignored. Seth Rollins comes back and says, look, only this is the only time you've been relevant in a while. That's when The Rock, ate your lunch during a promo. And then they went out getting into it. Rollins was the one standing tall on this one. But come next week, I believe, it's going to be a World Championship match. It's making headlines everywhere. Even people in other promotions are talking about this. The owners of another promotion is talking about the upcoming match between Jinder Mahal and Seth Rollins. More on that on Thursday's night's Spot Show live stream with me, Ronald Ray. Check it out. All right, next up is Battle of the Big Guys. Otis versus Ivar, and yes, this is pretty much your typical big man matches. Otis got his stuff in. Ivar got his stuff in. He also will wind up winning this match after hitting the moonsault, and then kind of sort of smacks Kazawa around a little bit too after the match. All right, now it's time for your main event. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, went up against Shinsuke Nakamura. Earlier tonight, it got changed to a street fight since they wanted to fight. They wanted to fight even before the match start, or even nowhere in there. When the match was supposed to start, that was supposed to be the main event. They started throwing hands backstage, but that's why they changed it to a street fight. They fought on the ramp, on the floor, by ringside. Just about anywhere they could. Nakamura would get the advantage a little bit. Uh, then Cody would come back. Yes, a lot of weapons was used, tables, Singapore canes. Nakamura would counter a crossroads uh, for a 2 count, and poor photographer there, or uh, stagehand, wherever he is, got a face full of red mist. Um, anyway, Shinsuke wound up going through a table that was set up in a corner. Cody Rhodes would hit the crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. Cody wins. Uh, just another dragon for Cody Rhodes to slay. That's all I can say about this one. Uh, again, uh, building up for Royal Rumble. He's going to be in the Royal Rumble. Said it plenty of times so far. Don't think he's going to win it, but uh, now they're in a pickle. Now that I guess The Rock is going to be uh, taking on Roman Reigns WrestleMania. It's not made official yet, but that's what the uh, odds maker is saying. It's going to happen this year. Anyway, that does for this week's WWE Raw Recap show. Glad you listened in. Glad you watched. Again, hit that like button, leave a comment, let me know what you thought about this week's WWE Raw, and of course, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. Until then, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Thank you for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. And of course, this is the part where I ask you, if you're not a subscriber yet, to click on that subscribe button, leave a like, also share with friends. And if you want to follow me on social media, on Twitter, X, it's at RRPATRPTV 46. On Facebook, it's this Ronald Ray. And yes, I need to turn in my man card because I do have a TikTok. You can find me on TikTok at RP2Vision. As always, you have a good one and take it easy.